I'm your host, Slocum23. You're joining me for High School Story Class Act, Book 3, Chapter 13, The Final Bow. At the Spotlight Award ceremony, you and your friends nervously await the competition results as the judge take the floor, camera swivel towards the stage. Each year, judging 10 world-class youth stage productions seems like an impossible feat, but the results are in. Coming in third is the Johannesburg Collective One Night, One Dawn. You applaud as the cast and crew accept the award on stage. I think that was the werewolf drama that came before us. I don't know whether to be disappointed or relieved. Of course we're relieved. We got to defeat Stanton at all costs. Coming in second is... Squeeze Sky's hand, not daring to breathe. Stanton, School for Humanities Romeo and Juliet. What? Someone else got first place? I'm gonna be so pissed at whoever broke our streak. Aww. As the Stanton kids briefly rise to make a speech, you all murmur amongst yourselves. My confused emotions are intensifying. Stay strong, Billy. We've got this in the bag. And now, the one you've been waiting for. The winner of the Spotlight International Theatre Festival's Best Youth Production is... Oliver M. Berry High's The Tempest, the musical. You won Best Stage Play at Spotlight. Oh. If this is a dream, I don't want to wake up. You all rise a bit unsteadily and head up to the stage, dazed. Congratulations! First place trophy. We earned this. Do we make a speech now? Guy shrugs from her spot hidden behind you, and Rory shielded from the audience's view. If AJ makes me speak, I'll riot. I'll keep this short and sweet. AJ moves past you and steps up to the mic. He pauses briefly, gathering his thoughts. We're grateful for this honor. We've all spent so many nights dreaming of accepting an award on the stage that I can scarcely believe this is a reality. I'd like to thank our incomparable cast and crew, our teachers, everyone else who made this possible. AJ steps back from the microphone, motioning for the rest of you to speak. You come forward. I'd like to thank my haters for driving me this far. My girlfriend. Sky, you're my everything. Thank you for being the best girlfriend in the world. Billy, you don't need to say anything. I just want the world to know we have the most talented and beautiful head tech ever. Alright, you lovebirds. Once everyone else has had a chance to speak, you return to your seats. As you make your way to your seats, you pause briefly by the Stanton cast. They glower at you, simmering. Just say what you want and get it over with. I can't believe you amateurs broke our first place streak. We won't forget this. Neither will we. Take that, you bullies. I couldn't have put it better myself. Yeah, it's good seeing you taking down a peg, especially after everything you've put us through. And come on, you still won an award, just not first place. You're acting like babies. Us babies? That's rich coming from a bunch of second-rate public school amateurs. First rate, according to this trophy, actually. I can't believe you. Come on, guys, let's go talk to the judges and totally see reason. Good luck with that. Whining will definitely put you in their good graces for next year. I love you, Sky. Stanton kids skulk away. You and your friends high five. After a final round of applause, the ceremony concludes. You all get up to leave the theater. As you follow the crowd to the hall, still gripping the trophy, someone pushes through the mob and approaches your group. Billy Winchester, it's a privilege to meet you. Your performance as Mila was electrifying. You and your Ferdinand both have that magnetic star quality. You were riveting on stage. Thanks? I'm glad you liked us. I'm a talent scout for Lions Peak Entertainment. I know many agencies will be interested in getting their hands on your star power, but the early bird gets the worm. So... The scout hands each of you a glossy business card. If you're interested in making the transition to the big screen, give me a ring. This is really happening. Yes, I will. We're definitely interested. Great, we'll be in touch. As the scout walks away, you and Rory turn excitedly to each other. Wow, our first time being scouted. You're not the only one who's been noticed. Look. Mind you, AJ lets out a nervous, maniacal laugh as he converses with an intellectual-looking stranger. Ah, Vasquez. You may know me as from my critical work from the Theorist Review magazine. It's my pleasure to meet you. I've read your columns analyzing contemporary theater religiously. Would you be interested in doing an interview discussing your directorial approach to The Tempest? I'd love to have the privilege of sitting down and picking your brain. Of course, I'll give you my information. We can chat a bit now if you like. Wonderful. I would also love to have a word with your two phenomenal romantic leads and your Prospero. Local ex-wizard at your service. You and your friends spend the rest of the evening enjoying the attention, reveling in your victory. The next morning, after a brief taxi ride, you and Casey step into your aunt's apartment building. So we're really doing this. We are going to meet our biological aunt, a total stranger who's our only shot at knowing about our family history, so yeah, I guess. My whole stomach is butterflies. I feel like my insides are taking flight. I'm excited, but I'm also terrified. I hope that's normal. I'm scared too. Man, she knew our birth parents like we never did. She must know all about what happened to them. I'm freaking out. Bro, what number did you say your apartment is? I can't find it. 12C? I'm sure it's around here somewhere. All the hallways look the same. I think we're getting lost. I wish my phone map worked for apartment buildings. You're sure we're in the right place? Maybe she gave us the wrong address. I triple-checked the address. It's okay, we'll find the apartment. This is how apartments are. What do you expect, a mansion like Amber's? No, all I'm saying is I'm nervous. Wait, hold on. Found the apartment. You lift your hands to knock and then pause, glancing at Casey. You sure you're ready for this? Yeah. I am. Okay, no matter what happens, I'm here for you, okay? You're my sister, and I know this is scary for you. It's scary for both of us. I think you're brave, Billy. Maybe braver than me. If not for you, we wouldn't even be here, so thanks for being so stubborn. Last time you'll hear me say that. Oh, anytime. Well, we can't stand around here forever. Let's meet our aunt. You knock 3 times and wait. You hear bustling inside and then a yapping of a dog. And the door opens. Aunt Wendy! You're a real person. You're not a serial killer. Well, we don't know that yet. Trust me, I'm having the same reaction. You must be Billy and Casey. That's us. We, oh. A blurry shape comes zooming at your legs, pawing at your ankles and panting heavily. Settle down, girl. Kids, come in. Don't mind her. She's just as excited to meet you as I am. You step into Wendy's apartment, looking around at the art on the walls, the various projects scattered about. Sybil trails behind you, her tongue lolling out. Something smells great. I made cinnamon buns. They should be done in a minute. There's room at the kitchen table. Why don't you both tuck in? I'll get the plates. Not for you, baby girl. I have some veggies and meat from the market in your bowl, though. I spoil little Sybil like the daughter I never had, except for when she chews up the curtains, and it's a normal dog food for a week. If I had a pet, I'd spoil them the same way. You can be Sybil's uncle if you want. We'll be reverse relatives. As you two head for the table, Casey spots a red soccer jersey hanging on the wall, and Casey's eyes go wide. Yo, is that signed Bergkamp jersey? Did you see him play in person? Yes, actually. Your dad took me for my 16th birthday. We waited hours just so I could shake Bergham's hand and get his autograph. Whoa, so cool. You're definitely related to me. Casey, I'm surprised you're into football. Oh, soccer to you, I guess. Since you're performing at Spotlight, I assumed you were both theater buffs. Billy got me into theater this year. I've been an athlete most of my life, though. Wendy Dole's steaming pastries on your plates. Pour some tea and then sits down with you, studying your faces with a warm smile. Hey, stop. What kind of tea? It's a dream come true, finally, seeing the two of you all grown up. It was such a lovely shock when you in-mailed me. You were so polite and sweet. I could tell the Winchesters raised you well. But enough from me. You two must have a billion questions. Please, ask away. Well, first of all, we want to know everything about our birth parents. And we read a journal they wrote for us, but from before we were born, so we know their names. I remember when they were keeping that journal, they put a lot of love into it. But there's so much more to find out. I want to know, how did our parents die? What is the rest of the family like? What were our parents like at our age? How did they die? Mom and Dad never told us. And up until meeting you, we didn't know not very much. We were scared. But we're ready now. It still breaks my heart to think about it. Your parents were so young, only in their late 20s. You were nearly a year old. They were driving to a restaurant for the first night out together since your birth, and you were at home with a babysitter. There was a bad rainstorm that night. A careless truck driver got distracted from the road and caused an accident. I'll never forget waking up to the call from the police. That makes me mad. If not for one guy, we might know our birth parents. Yeah. We might have never been adopted. We could have grown up like regular kids. Not that our adopted parents didn't give us totally normal life and great life, but no, I get it. You have no reason to apologize for how you feel. I'm still angry too. I want to know, what's the rest of our family like? I bet there's more Parks out there than just you. You'd be correct. Faith's parents are the sweetest. They live in Manchester. Still host the best parties, despite being quite old. Oh, maybe we can meet them sometime too, if we're here ever again. Oh, one day. I'd especially love to introduce you to the cousins on my side of the family. Creativity runs in our blood. One of the younger ones has a band. Another one is an aspiring playwright. Wait, what about your parents? I hope we have two sets of biological grandparents. My parents are a weird subject. The rest of the family is more fun. Do you ever have family reunions? It'd be so cool to meet everyone. Not formally. We mostly get together in small groups when people aren't around, but I can plan one for you, too, if you want. It was hard enough just meeting you, no offense. I mean, maybe one day I'd be ready. Luckily, I'm not going anywhere. We can check in on the potential reunion in another 5 years. What about our parents at our age? Well, I can't speak for Faith, but Alan was the greatest sibling. We were both best friends. Oh, I feel that way about Casey most of the time. He was an awkward guy. I used to joke he was a geezer, 10 years old. But when the mood struck him, he would captivate a whole room with his presence. Sounds like a little bit like Billy, tripping over his feet and then somehow getting a standing ovation on stage. He had a heart of gold, too, always looking out for his friends and for me. If you were in trouble, he'd come right to your rescue. I only knew Faith about after Alan met her. She was a total firecracker. She was friends with everyone, and she had the biggest dreams. She wanted to be an actress, and if she was still here, I swear she'd be on her way to making it. You chew on your pastry, taking in your aunt's worth. Beside you, Casey shifts in her seat uncomfortably. Aunt Wendy. What is it, Casey? I have a question, too. Casey takes a deep breath and looks Wendy in the eyes with an expression of hurt. When the accident happened, why didn't you take us in? Why didn't you want us? Oh, I had a feeling you'd ask that sooner or later. Casey, that's a good question. I want to know, too. We've only been, 16 years without the other side of our family? No one has cared to check up on us. Ever since we found out you existed, I couldn't help wondering why nobody in the family wanted us. It's a fair question, and you deserve to know the answer. You can always ask me anything, no matter how heavy or difficult. I was in senior year of high school when your parents passed. I'd just turned 17. Oh, that's barely older than us. I can't imagine if I'd suddenly had to raise twin babies in high school.
Neither could I. I wasn't even an adult and unqualified to nurture two babies into a well-adjusted people. Realistically, I would have had to drop out. My whole life would have been derailed, so I had to make a hard decision.
Plus, you were already dealing with the death of your brother. That's a lot. Welcome to me, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy is literally me, but a female version. I made the choice to raise my two brothers, though. Yep, how's that for a heavy mood?
It was. And Faye's parents were already caring for her ailing grandfather, so they didn't have the means to help. For complicated reasons, my parents didn't step in, and I don't feel comfortable asking them to.
We read our parents' journal. I know our biological dad didn't get along with your parents.
That's an understatement. Our dad wasn't a good man, and Alan, I wouldn't have wished our childhood on Alan's babies.
In that case, I guess it turned out for the best. Thanks for being honest.
Of course. Besides, it was important to get to your parents that you were raised across the pond where they met. I didn't want to take away their wishes for you. So, I took a point in getting you to the best adoption agency I could find, making sure you ended up in the arms of good people.
You totally succeeded there. We love being the Winchesters.
Plus, if we lived in England, I'd never have been on the football team. I mean, not the soccer one, the one with tackling.
And I would have never met my girlfriend, Sky.
Your parents would be so proud of the lives you two are leading. I was sorry I wasn't part of your lives until now, but I wanted you to make the decision on your own.
Well, we know you now, and that's what matters. Can we see a picture of what our birth parents look like?
Oh, of course. You'd want to see what they look like. Here, follow me.
Wendy leads you to the short hallway into her living room, where you find pictures on the walls and painting supplies scattered about.
Watch out for the cup of water on the ground. I forgot to clean mine up from painting this morning, silly me.
Oh, you did a portrait of a bird.
We get the prettiest birds up in the trees, especially this one little prat of a sparrow keeps pecking the window glass as if he can get through. It gives me a good vantage point to both paint him and scold him. Anyway, yes, here we are.
Wendy brings over a photograph of a smiling man and a woman, making with a striking resemblance to you and Casey. Striking resemblance, right. Looks nothing like me or Casey. Okay, maybe he looked like me, but anyway. Your eyes linger on your dad's expression, so warm and full of love.
When your dad wasn't watching sports on the telly, writing commercial jingles for his work, he was always in the shed out back. He loved working with his hands, and he always had a new project. He built this table, actually.
Wow, looks so pro. It's like something you'd buy at a furniture store. I wish he could have taught us. Our theater sets are already great, but if Casey and I knew carpentry, they'd be something else.
He actually had built sets for your mother's shows. I know he would have done the same for yours.
Your mom. Your attention settles on the image of your mom, taking in the spark in her eyes.
Your mother never made it to Broadway, but she took up a job directing local children's shows. She loved nurturing little actors and helping them grow. I always knew she would be an amazing parent.
I wish we could have had a chance to find out.
This photograph was taken soon after your parents met. If you have the time, I'd love to tell you the story.
And your aunt's story to play from your biological dad's perspective and find out how your parents fell in love.
Chip, chip, cheerio, would you like a coffee?
Right, yes, I would. Yeah. I waited my whole life, now I get to know all the stories I missed out on. What Billy said, we've come this far, we want to make sure we find out everything.
Well, in that case, you're in for a happy tale. I'll never forget how Alan told it when he called me from his trip to the States.
Now playing as your biological father, Alan Park. It's the spring of 1999. You're sitting in an American coffee shop. Another morning of watching locals on their spring break while drinking the best espresso in town. Ah, this is the dream. You settle back with your drink, surveying the coffee shop, when you spot her. Oh my, she's lovely. Suddenly her elbow knocks into her coffee, spilling it all over her notebook. Crap! My final paper! Ew, I can help. I should help using napkins. This should do it. You swipe a pile of napkins from the counter and start furiously blotting in the woman's notebook with them. Oh, goodness, it's alright, you don't have to help. Oh, it's no trouble, really. Whatever you're working on looked important. Wouldn't want you to lose it to a coffee spill. The coffee quickly soaks through the napkins, soon rendering them useless. At least we got some of the damage. It's hopeless. My final paper's ruined. Thank you for trying. Oh, it's not hopeless. Look, if you put your face really close, you can see the lines where your pen dug into the paper. We could trace them. No way, you've done enough. Oh, honestly, I'm happy to. I'm being a lazy tourist today. I have nothing else to do. Look, there's a letter A and the word staging. It might take us a bit, but we can save your paper. You're way too hot. I mean, helpful. Helpful. You don't even know me. Why are you so invested in this? Well, because... I really want to smell like coffee for the rest of the day. I mean... Maybe? I do the same for anyone in need. You were panicking, it was a lot of coffee, and I had free hands. Simple math. I don't know. I had plenty of fall-on-my-face moments where other people just gawk. Good thing I've never particularly fit in with those people. Funny. Neither have I. Maybe because I'm a bloody accident-prone. Knowing me is morally dangerous. Oh, I don't take that risk. In that case, I should at least tell you my name. I'm Faith. I'm Alan, and you said bloody. Your accent, you must be a fellow Brit. Yeah. You sure about that, partner? Really? You sure about that, partner? Oh, no, my mistake. You're from the region of America. They sound like Hollywood westerns. They all sound that way to me. You'll have to be more specific. Careful, the sheriff might hear and wrangle you with his lasso. You're funny. In all seriousness, my parents live in Manchester, but I'm doing master's program here, and I'm studying theater, so I'm choosing to close by being done with my thesis. This notebook holds my entire draft so far. I can't believe I might have wrecked it. I'm so close to moving to New York and auditioning for the shows. This paper's the one thing left. But don't worry, we'll rescue your thesis. Something this important can be lost in an instant. You have bigger dreams for your future than me. I only think ahead to when I should schedule the DVR for the football match. I loved acting since I was a little girl. I used to put on plays with the other neighborhood kids, thinking I'd be on Broadway one day. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry I'm rambling to a stranger. You must have other things to do than listen to my life story. It's alright. I like theater too. I go to see some shows on the West End when I get the chance. My favorite is the Phantom of the Opera. Oh, I love the Phantom. It's so tragically romantic, but I'm more of a Les Mis girl. My dream role is Eponine. Oh, we'd love to hear you sing. I mean, you have such a beautiful voice. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. He locks eyes with you while singing. As you hear the pure notes float from lips, your face flushes and you stammer. Wow, hello Broadway, you're missing your star. You're too sweet, mysterious flustered stranger. I should get going though. I should pull out my hairdryer at my door. The last bit of damage needs the big guns. Faith moves to pack her things, ready to walk out of the coffee shop, disappearing forever. Would you date me go, please? Out with you I will go, young Skywalker. That was good. That was good. I need to meet a woman like that. Holy shit. You really do go to school here in America, right? Let's pretend that was my best Yoda impression and not paralyzing anxiety. Wait, you said yes for real? Yes, silly. It's not every day a charming Brit comes by and rescues my thesis. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. My stars. Joy Division? Holy biscuit. I mean... As then she leans across the table and quiets you with a small kiss. I know it's only spring break, and I'm about to graduate and focus on acting, so this probably can't be anything serious, but you're cute, and I like you. I understand. I like the idea of getting to know you for however long or short I can. Then one spring fling coming your way. Enjoy your coffee in peace. Let's hope you don't need to help out any more clumsy women. And with that, she disappeared with her book bag, giving me a little wave that made my heart melt. That night, I rang my sister Wendy and told her absolutely everything. That's beautiful. I like that. They put effort into that. Good job, Pixelberry. Little did they know they'd get married and have 2 fantastic children. What a cute story. It's amazing how real they both feel. Glad I came by my awkwardness nature. The story reminds me of Sky. When I first met Sky, I was a total disaster. Our dad would relate. It's true, you were a total disaster. I witnessed. Hey, I'm only allowed to say that about myself. You learned the story of how your parents met. Your dad was so cute the whole week he was in America. I couldn't go 2 minutes without him calling me about Faith. Wondering if she really liked him back. I felt that way about my ex-girlfriend. Even when she made me an ice sculpture, I wondered if she was just trying to be nice. What now? I think I need to hear that story. Anyway, Alan had dated girls before, but he'd never fallen quite as hard. I knew he'd found someone special. They dated long distance until she graduated. The rest is history. I know you two have a thing to do on your trip, but before you go, I have something for you. Wendy rummages on a shelf for a box and opens and hands you a music box. I'm going to assume they made that. 2 kids, 2 parents, Ferris wheel. Are the little wooden guys supposed to be your family? Yes, your dad built this in his workshop as a gift for the 2 of you. I had hoped to give it to you in person when you were older. You turn the lever and the gorgeous voice begins to sing in a jazzy tune. Is that? That's your mother, singing one of her favorite Gershwin songs for you. She went through so many recordings trying to get it perfect. I, of course, never noticed any mistakes. Oh, the icing, baby, summer, autumn, winter, spring, baby. Not thinking, you find yourself singing along. You're my silver lining, you're my sky of blue. Ron takes a deep breath, her eyes temporarily welling, even though she smiles from ear to ear. Your voice reminds me of hers so much. Thank you. I hope we'd make them proud. I can't speak for the dead, but in my eyes, you already have. That means so much. Thank you. Yeah, I never thought I wanted to know anything about my birth parents, but now I'm glad I changed my mind. There's something in my eye. Nope, there's something in your eye too, isn't it? If there's anything more you want to know, I'm a text away. After hugs and promises to keep in touch, you and Casey bid your aunt farewell for now. That afternoon, in Casey, meet up with your friends in the hotel. Everyone crowds around you, demanding the whole story. Let me breathe for 2 seconds and I'll tell you all the details. I'm still processing. No breathing, no thinking, only storytelling. Spill the tea. Was she what you expected? Was she nice? Was her dog adorable in person? You must have a whole new perspective on your family and history now. If she was mean to you, I have your back. Oh, it was, like finding part of myself I didn't know existed. I could literally see my features in her face. It was nuts. We had the same favorite soccer team and everything, and she told us all these stories about her birth parents. It was like something inside me clicked in place. Something I hadn't even known was missing. It's beautiful. I'm really happy for you finally found the missing part of your family puzzle. Oh, looks like she just texted us. It was lovely meeting you two earlier. Let's make sure to stay in touch. Oh my god, yes, same. You're super cool. Thank you for all the stories and snacks. One more thing I forgot. I have extra tickets to the football match today. Since Casey's a fan, I wouldn't want you to miss out before you leave. British football is a blast. Even if you're not a sports fan, you two would have a great time. What? What? Oh my god, you're the best. What? How many ticks? Probably enough for you and your friends. They're yours since my friends and I can't go. I'll email them over now if you have any free time. And before Diamond Choice, yo guys, Aunt Wendy scored us tickets to today's soccer game. I'm glad you two were nerding out about that this morning. It's not nerding if it's sports. Those are different things. No, you can nerd about sports just like you can nerd about anything else. Cut the sibling banter for 2 seconds here. You're telling me your aunt got us tickets for the biggest match of the year? We have to go. I mean, sounds like a fun way to spend our last full day in London. Billy, what do you say? Look at that. Look at that. The game knows. The game knows, fam. The game knows. It knows I love Sky. Sweet. I knew you'd say yes. I think we're supposed to call it football, though, here. Right. We'll practice on the way there. Football, football, football. Oh no, it stopped sounding like a real word. You and your friends take the tube as close to the stadium as you can and follow a rowdy crowd of fans a few blocks to the game. As you take your seats, you have to raise your voice to be heard over the roar of the cheering crowd. This game hasn't even been started and everyone is already going absolutely nuts. If I become one of those stone-deaf grannies in the years to come, I'm blaming today. Look at the center of the pitch. The kickoff is happening. Guy takes your hand as the players deftly pass the ball to one another on the field, moving in tide with waves, with the ebb and flow of the action. This is quite a step above Mohit's soccer games, where all the children follow the ball like in a bee-like swarm. The guy just headbutted the ball with his head at about 1,000 miles an hour. I wonder how many brain cells he sacrificed for that one move. Fans sitting beside you groan and boo loudly as the home team scores the first goal. Rubbish! I prayed to my football shrine for nothing! Looks like we're sitting in the away stand. Considering we're not even British, I guess it's fitting that we're here. Oh, let's pretend we scored a goal! Let's pretend we scored a goal. What the hell's going on? Fans around you leap to their feet and cheer wildly as the away team misses a penalty kick. They're going nuts even though they're losing. British self-deprecating humor at its finest. Screaming at the top of your lungs with a big group looks fun. Let's join in. You and your friends hurrah if the home team player receives a yellow card for poor sportsmanship. Yeah, okay. Right on! Guys, we should try to start a new chant. You're right. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. With each repetition, dozens of your neighbors add their voices to the chorus. Soon the chant booms to the stadium so loudly you can feel it vibration in your bones. Wow, Billy Winchester, trendsetter. I started a revolution. The guys on the pitch are running so fast, I'd be winding sprinting across the field just once. It's a lot of running. The average football player runs 7 miles per game. That's not much. Good grief, I would die. No, not if you train for it every day. Billy, would you like it if I became that fit? Honey, you can do anything you'd like. I mean, if you were that strong, I definitely wouldn't complain. A buff, hot girlfriend who can bench press me? Yes, please. I should come home from London totally ripped. Hey, Brian, who's the big sibling now? Please? Your family would definitely think twice about taking you off if you could suplex them. Casey, any tips on beefing up? Protein powder. Lots of protein powder. I mean, not entirely. You want to do carbs too, you know, so you can... Yeah, just moving on. Forget it then. That stuff tastes terrible. Oh! Sky! How dare you? You haven't had the right kind. You gave up so fast! Sorry. Not even my feelings for you are powerful enough to drive me through this protein shake-fueled journey. I'm hurt. Guy pecks your cheek with a light kiss. There. All better. Nope, still hurting. Don't decide that for yourself. I'm still hurting. I need a kiss on the lips. The players on the field continue to jockey for the ball. Sky pulls something out of her bag and hands you a plastic fork. I bought this for us at the food stand on the way here. A meat pie at a football game? Is that like a hot dog equivalent here? Yeah, apparently it's traditional to eat these at British football games. You could think of it as a cousin of a chicken pot pie. The gravy is so savory. And Sky enjoy the pie as a kickoff on the field goes awry. The football comes flying towards the stands. Watch out! It's coming straight at me. No, Billy. No, don't you do that! Mother. Billy, come here. We need to have a talk, bro. You're a man. You punch that ball. Sky throws herself in front of you to block the ball. It boinks her on the head and bounces to the floor at your feet. Ouch. You saved me. I'll kiss it better. Poor Sky. Nurse Billy's got you. Sky's soft hair tickles your nose as you gingerly kiss the top of her head. I feel better already. No. Shh. I'm not done yet. Though there's definitely a bump forming where I got hit. It's like a temporary battle scar for your heroics. Quick, return the ball. The game won't go on without it. No, I'm keeping the ball. We can't keep it like in baseball? If you try that at a football game, people will call you a thief. I'll throw it back to the field. You hurl the ball with all your might, and it lands in the audience a few rows down, several meters short of the pitch. You know... God damn it, Billy, we need you to bench. No, air resistance is not my friend. Well, it's someone else's problem now. Who threw that and bonked me on the head? Shut up. Yikes, the cycle of violence continues. Let's casually look away. The old guy close, feeding her another forkful of pie as the game resumes. Can't believe this didn't get spilled when the football smacked you. I can. It was so tasty I was holding it like my life depended on it. If I knew I'd be treated like this, I'd get injured all the time. You two are unbearably cute together. Excuse me as I sit here, pieless, all on my own lonesome. AJ, you can have some of our pie too if you want. No, don't offer him pie! It's me and you. Player dribbles past a defender and shoots straight past the keeper. Look, the away team finally scored. Love you, number 8! Go! I can die happy now! Don't forfeit your life so easily. We haven't even won yet. The teams are still tied. You jest, but I heard a lady behind us swear to give up chocolate forever in exchange for 1 point. Wow. Thanks, chocolateless lady. Her noble sacrifice will be obscure and possibly remembered with pity, depending on how this game ends. What's she going to give up next, caramel? She should definitely aim lower. Try Tootsie Rolls or something. How dare! Wow, I haven't had Tootsie Rolls in forever. Holy shit, I just thought about that. As the final seconds on the clock tick down, the away team shoots and scores again! Again? It's an upset victory. Oh boy, yes, go! Hallelujah! I'm screaming just because the energy's infectious. You know, if we just happen to be sitting home with the home team's fan, this could have been a devastating loss. Luck smiled down on us today. As far as I'm concerned, the game has a winner. After the hubbub has died down, you and your friends depart the stadium and return to the hotel. Right. And early the next morning. You roll your suitcase out of the elevator, having said goodbye to your suite for the final time. Oh, fancy hotel robes. How I'll miss you. Psst, psst, hey, did you swipe one? Did you swipe one? I'm not gonna miss Caleb snoring, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna... I'm gonna miss you talking in your sleep, Michael. What? I said in my dreams that night never leaves London. We all swore it. The roommates wander over towards John, and you make your way to your usual friends. Students, please, start making your way outside. We leave for the airport in 15 minutes. Rory, I need a favor. I may have bought a book that will fit in my backpack. I knew this day would come. Good thing I took too many suitcases now, huh? I don't feel ready to go back to real life yet. This trip has been a dream come true. I'd rather not wake up. Yeah, I didn't even think I wanted to act, but now I don't ever want our show to end. Maybe we could just stay here forever. I bet the hotel would let us sleep in the closet. I wish. I'm gonna miss this place so much. We worked so hard to get here, and it's already ending. I already miss the hotel soaps, being surrounded by talented actors, all the espionage. None of these make sense. Hotel soaps, we'll go with that. I don't like any of the rest. They're so cute and fancy. My bathroom at home will be so empty without them. I must be your hero because I stole all of them. Ah, she wins! Yo, so did I. I'm not sharing mine, though. 10 minutes until we leave. Thanks, 10. Lynn, that's only for curtain time, not train times. Sky smiles at you, taking your hand and kissing your cheek. Knowing our lives, there's a lot more waking dreams in the future. I mean, what? Good point. We better get back home in time for the next adventure. Prom. Wishing this trip could last forever, you grip your luggage handle and follow your friends outside. After a train ride to the airport, you sit with your friends at the gate, your jackets and carry-ons wet from the rain. I'm not ready to say goodbye to London. Neither am I, but we stayed until the last possible minute. We'll only have a couple hours to get ready for prom after we land. Definitely not an issue in my book. Oh, you're late for prom? They might say. Heck yeah, we are. We got tied up in Europe. Yeah. The rushing won't be worth it. You're right. We'll have a ton of stories for everyone when we get there. We'll be the stars of the prom. Straight from competing in London to our dream prom. It's a non-stop adventure. Suddenly you hear an intercom crackle to life.
Attention the passengers of Flight 2105 to Cedar Cove. Due to weather conditions, your flight has been delayed inevitably. Our new departure time is unknown, as we do not know how long the storm will last. Thank you for your cooperation.
Unknown? We don't leave soon, we're gonna miss the prom! Next time on! You're stuck in London with no way home. Will you kiss your perfect prom goodbye? As a person who never had a prom, do I really care? Seriously. Without further ado, before I begin my small little thing here at the end, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. In the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support yours truly. Be greatly appreciated. Now, you can either become a part of the Locums Locos by joining and hitting that join button. Make sure to also hit the bell notification icon to receive notifications when I upload content. And hey, if you're unable to hit, the join button and become a part of Locums Locos, it's okay. What you can do is just share the channel, share the content, share what I do here. I put a lot of work into this. Without further ado, let me begin my small monologue of wasn't bad. Choices is besides Baby Mom, is doing okay. I think I'm just gonna go with that for now. I don't know. There was something else I was gonna mention besides, getting a little emotional about Casey and I's parents. And then Sky. I look at this. If anyone has paid attention to my story long enough, I know the inevitable and unfortunate pain of losing someone from a driver, And also at the same time, oh, that's what I was going to mention, is, I was called Bone Crusher when I was playing football. I really enjoyed football. And, long story short, I remember being scouted and they wanted me to go big and go home, because of how I was built and everything. And, just my determination and passion, etc. And I gave that up for things. And then, I gave up quite a bit intellectually, futurally, the whole 9 years to take care of my 2 special needs brothers, because I did not want them, kind of like our parents, to go through the life that I went through. And I'm glad that I self-sacrificed for the last 17 years and stood by them, because I just knew that, one, my mother, as well as my grandparents, it would all just happen and transpire like it happened for me. That my mother would leave them with them, and the abuse and violence cycle would never end. So I stood by them, and it did end. And at least they're away from aside from the inevitable non-blood related crap that has happened to them, but that's a story for another time. So yeah, you have to make those difficult decisions. And I kind of feel like the aunt's position here, where I did the complete polar opposite. She went for her future and career and whatnot, and I did not. I gave that up because I could not live with myself if 2 small children that were innocent and that did nothing wrong in this world were taken advantage of like I was. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hopefully you stayed to the end. If so, let me know what you're going to do this weekend. How about that? That's a way of just letting me know if you actually stayed to the end of the video. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Peace out.